What is a project charter? The project charter is a document that officially starts a project or a phase. It formally authorizes the existence of the project and provides a reference source for the future. The charter gives a direction and a sense of purpose to the management from start to end. As Randy Tango, a business-driven project practitioner, mentioned in one of his articles, take great pride and care in your project charter because this is where you sow the good seeds. It will eventually take care of you. A project charter names the project manager and defines the authority of the project manager. It gives the project manager the power to utilize organizational resources to accomplish the project objectives. The project charter is an important part of any project wherein it actually accredits the existence of any project and allows the project manager to start the project. Key elements of project charter. A project charter is a document that outlines a project's scope, objectives, and stakeholders. It is typically created at the beginning of a project and serves as a roadmap for the project team to follow. Here are the key elements that should be included in a project charter. Project title. The project's name should be clearly stated at the top of the document. Project background. This section should explain why the project is necessary and how it will benefit the organization. Project scope. It should define the boundaries of the project and what is included and excluded from the project. Project objectives. It should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, SMART. Project timeline. It should include the start and end dates of the project and any key milestones. Project budget. It should outline the estimated project cost, including any resources needed. Project stakeholders. The project charter should identify all stakeholders, including project sponsors, project team members, and external stakeholders. Risks and assumptions. The project charter should identify any potential risks and assumptions associated with the project. Project management approach. It should outline the methodology and processes used to manage the project. Project deliverables. It should be clearly defined, including any reports, products, or services that will be produced as a result of the project. How to create a project charter. Creating a project charter involves gathering information, defining project goals, and communicating the details to stakeholders. Here are the steps to create a project charter. Identify the project's purpose and goals. This is the first step in creating a project charter. Clearly define the project goals and objectives and identify how they align with the organization's overall strategy. Identify stakeholders. Identify all stakeholders who will be affected by the project, including project sponsors, team members, and external stakeholders. Engage with them to understand their expectations, goals, and requirements. Develop a project scope statement. Define the project scope, including the boundaries and deliverables of the project. Identify what is included and excluded from the project, and ensure that the scope is aligned with the project goals and objectives. Identify project risks. Identify any potential risks that may impact the project, and develop a risk management plan to mitigate them. This may include identifying contingency plans or alternative courses of action. Develop a project timeline. Create a timeline that includes key milestones, deliverables, and deadlines. Ensure that the timeline is realistic and achievable. Develop a project budget. Estimate the project's cost, including all necessary resources and materials. Develop a budget that aligns with the project goals and is acceptable to stakeholders. Develop a communication plan. Define how stakeholders will be informed about project progress and how feedback will be received. Document the project charter. Create a written document that includes all the above details and any other relevant information. Share the document with stakeholders to ensure agreement and understanding. Why do we need a project charter? As mentioned previously, the primary purpose of a project charter is to authorize the project manager to start the approved project and allow him to use organizational resources to accomplish the objectives of the project. When do we create a project charter? The project charter is created during the define process. This process is one of the first ones to be performed in a project and is completed during the initiating process domain.
Generally, project chart, also known as a project management chart or project timeline, is a visual representation of the various tasks, milestones, and dependencies involved in a project. It provides a clear overview of the project's timeline, key activities, and their interrelationships. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget subscribe, like and share. Have a nice time.